Well, the White Sox come back home after the 10-game road trip, and it wasn't pretty. They lose 7-2 to the Brewers as they open up this 6-game homestand. It is Yuengling White Sox postgame live here with the legend wearing a scarf, Ozzie Guillen. I'm
Guys,
Chuck Garfien.
it's not that cold. I understand.
I know.
But I have a concert in a couple of days.
You have a concert?
Yes.
You're performing where?
And United
Center. Really? Are you the headliner at this event? Okay.
That's why I had to make sure my voice
is ready. Yeah, I understand that.
Continue to get better.
All right. I don't feel good about the White Sox losing, but I feel great wearing this City Connect
It's amazing,
jersey.
brother.
I mean, it is. It's an homage, obviously, to the Chicago Bulls. It's a Bulls-White Sox hybrid City Connect thing, and it's about connecting the city with something. And the White Sox are connecting with their partners, the Bulls. And I don't know. I look at this thing.
But I don't like it in the beginning.
So you didn't like it?
By the way,
okay.
I got to be Ozzie. I don't like it. No, I hate it.
You hated it. So I'm
like,
okay, why did you hate it?
I don't know. It's like, why we have the White Sox have to do anything with the Bulls? Why the Bulls? Oh, just become Michael. You know what I mean? All the years they have. Kind of like they have so many things. The one they have in the past, it was,
the South Side.
South Side.
Now, MLB recommends that the teams switch it up after 3 years.
Yes.
So the White Sox said, okay, let's come up with something different.
But Bruce Boyer and the White Sox made me shut up. And that's hard to do. Made me shut up.
Yeah, that's tough.
What the details this thing have, amazing.
I know.
Amazing. By the way, they're coming like this, not like this, buddies.
Oh, look at that. Ozzie Guillen in the back, number 13.
By the way, my grandkids need to go to school. It's on sale right now.
You can get this, by the way, right now
it's
at MLB.com.
It's beautiful. Believe me, it's pretty nice.
At the team store here, I mean, like, this is, you don't see all this. They got this great
symbol inside the, I don't know how you call that in English.
The tag.
Yeah, inside at the top of the tag.
Yeah.
They have all the championships.
Yeah.
They did a tremendous job making the jersey. They did.
Yeah.
I take my word. Sorry, I apologize because I make a big mistake I don't say that in the air. I say that to
your friends.
My friends.
You didn't say it to me.
What is this thing? But hey,
no,
great job.
The way I look at it, I don't know much. I know television. I do this for a living.
It's a John Q broadcaster.
I am a John Q sportscaster. I am John Q sportscaster. So what do I know? I know TV. How good does this look? This is what the players are going to wear this on Friday. It's just red pops on TV, and this is going to look really good on television and really good on the players, which leads us to our heat check. These uniforms are tonight's heat check. Brought to you by Four Seasons Heat and Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric. And I took a photo of you during the game. There you are wearing your Ozzie Guillen jersey. Have you noticed we haven't spent much time talking about the game yet? We're talking about the jerseys.
But I thought the jersey is worth it.
Yes.
Worth to talk about it. Believe me, if this jersey was very bad, I'd be like, but this is worth it. It's very, very beautiful.
Yeah, a lot of fans are already wearing them. There's extra merchandise you can get as well. There are the hats.
How'd they get it?
They're selling them here.
Already?
They're selling them here at the ballpark.
Wow.
Yeah.
Guys, believe me, you're not going to waste,
And the quality is really good. I mean, and people at home are probably like, God, Chuck and Ozzie are just drinking the White Sox Kool-Aid. These are really good. Trust me.
By the way, if you
lie to you about
if you're a Bull fans, like everybody in Chicago should do, and you're a White Sox fan, you don't need to buy two jerseys. You just buy one and wear it.
You could wear this to a White Sox game or a Bulls game.
Bulls games, yes.
There you go. It was also Dog Day out here. Kate, can you guess how many dogs were here today? Let's see. Nostra Ozzie. Oh, look at the.
I hear about it over the thing, but I say I never thought you were going to be more dogs than fans. 1,046, 48?
1,246.
Yeah, 1,246. How about that?
I know. Look at these.
It's a beautiful thing.
Oh, man. So they do this twice a year. The first team ever to have Dog Day in the major leagues was the White Sox in 1996. And then around the time...
Look at that. The chair is number 13.
Hey, speaking of 13.
Oh, look at that thing.
So this was you back when you, I think, were the manager. This is your old dog named DH. That's really something, that picture.
How about this one? Look at 𝗵cie 𝗄𝗶𝘀𝗀. What an ignorant. I named my bulldog DS because it's lazy. I'm sorry, Frank.
Yeah,
and
Frank
so I apologize to Harold Baines. You are lazy.
And you also had a dog named what? Third base?
Third base, second base, shortstop, then 2 DHs. One pass away.
DH.
One
Okay.
pass away. My wife kind of feel like she needed another one, and we get this one. It's named DH.
Wait, so you would have a dog, and you would say, "Come here, third base."
Yes.
This sounds like the Abbott and Costello, who's on first.
Who was in third? Who was in point? No, okay.
You called him third base.
First of all, my dog is supposed to be calling Joey Cora.
Right. You wanted to call your dog after.
No, me, my kids.
Your kids wanted to call him.
His name was a younger.
Right.
Then one is going to call, obviously, Ozzie Guillen. I said, no, shortstop.
Shortstop.
Then
shortstop seems like a dog. You could maybe get away with that.
Second base, no? Why? What's the difference?
Second base. That's not a name.
A shortstop either.
Shortstop barely is.
How about DH?
DH is funny. I could see that. I like that actually as a dog name. But
I think it's a great dog name because this is what English bulldog is, like DH. You know what I mean, like very slow, lazy guy. And he's dripping. He not do anything. He's dripping and bark with everything. I like, bro. I thought you were going to be tough. Like, get out of here. Hey, by the way,
what?
If I say all my money I spend in my dogs,
they can be costly.
I have an airplane.
You'd have a mansion.
I have a mansion. I have a plane. No, I don't need a mansion. We're only 2 people living. My life will be better.
Okay. Well, I want to tell you the MVP of the game today is this guy named Ron who works here.
Yes, I forgot about it.
So this is Ron.
My man.
Ron works at the Rate Club. Great food in the Rate Club. We go in there, and he always gives us his pick to click. And his pick to click today was Andrew Benintendi, and he had a home run like a minute after he told us that his pick to click was Andrew Benintendi.
By the way, we're still observing the food and go, look at that. But this man is being right. Like, we asking like 3 times just to play with him.
I know. I need Ron's phone number, and I just want him to text me all his picks to click so I can beat you.
No, I swear to God, we talk about pick the click like 4 times.
Yes.
I bet you 3 out of 4, you win 3 out of 4, or the guy just do very well.
By the way, if there's a company out there, there's a CEO or CFO, you want to sponsor a good thing for the show, I would highly recommend Pick to Click.
I tell you what, Pick to Click is more important than, for us.
Yes.
The rivalry. That's like cops suck.
Yes.
No, I'm sorry. Sucks cops, because I know you big time suck fan. But this is being like that forever, since, 𝗰𝗶 and
Hawk and 𝗰𝗶, they started it.
And Hawk and the truck with Jim Angio.
Yeah, Jim Angio reference on the Postgame show.
And it's just
He's the former director of the White Sox
yes,
for a long time.
The biggest fight we have, guys. And the hardest thing we do last couple of years, especially this year, is pick to click.
Okay. We'll get to the pick to click. Should we talk about the game? Was there a game tonight? There was. Okay, so listen, the White Sox have scored 52 runs in their 7 wins. 52. In their 22 losses, they've scored 45. Now, this kind of happens because when you win, you obviously score more runs. When you lose, you don't score that many. But there's a massive gap on a nightly basis between when the White Sox win, they score a lot of runs. When they lose, they score 2. And this didn't work out here too well for them today. But let's begin with the opener because Tyler Gilbert was the opener. 4th straight time the White Sox used an opener that tied a major league record. The Brewers countered, though. They put 3 righties at the top of their lineup, and it did work. They got a ground out here, did the White Sox, but then Isaac Collins, who's a righty, home run, and they take a 1-0 lead.
I love the way the Brewers lineups are. It's a righty, lefty, righty. No matter who you throw a righty, they're going to have the same lineup, lefty, righty, lefty, righty.
He was a switch hitter,
it's just like, it's working for them. I think they have the type of lineup. It's a lot better or more difficult to the managers. They got to face because they have to think about, okay, I got to be in the lefty, 2 lefty around, but other song in the middle lineup got to be a righty. I love the lineup.
Yeah, so this, I don't know if you call this a win or not, but he gave up a run, and this was a 1-run game. Obviously, that would have been a problem, but Gilbert then struck out 2 guys to get out of it.
One thing I love, 3 strikeout, 1 walk. One thing I love.
Oh no, it was a ground out in the strikeout.
It went 2 innings.
Oh, he went 1 inning.
He said
Did he go 2? Oh, he did go 2 innings.
2 innings.
I'm sorry.
No,
he went 2 innings.
He went 2 innings. I think when you go to start, most of the time, when they pick up the guy doing that, you go 1 inning and done.
Yeah.
I think this kid went 2 innings. Great job for him.
So I think I would call that a win in the situation, right? Because they just kept him in there, got the guys that they wanted him to face. All right, but listen, bottom of the first, White Sox have scored 21 runs in the first inning. Tied with the Cubs for the most in the majors. Our Yuengling play of the game. It's plays Benintendi and Robert go back-to-back in the first inning. This is Benintendi's 5th home run of the season. Robert hit his 4th. And, I mean, if Major League Baseball games lasted 1 inning, the White Sox would be an incredible team.
Oh, my God. They had the record already. You know, it's a funny thing about it. It's even funny. But in the first inning, and by the way, they know in the first inning, they don't have the true leadoff hitter yet.
No, they don't have one. They don't have the true leadoff.
And this man, wake up, buddy, wake up, buddy, wake up, buddy. Because these guys wake up. Now we're only few days to have May, and May has one of the best months in his career.
That is his best month, is May.
And hopefully months come out with him because we need him so bad. We need him to start producing the way we know he can produce.
Right. So the White Sox have scored 21 runs in the first inning. They've scored only 3 runs in the third inning all season long, and the bats just dried up. They had another hit in the first inning, so they had 1 hit from the second inning onward. And you want to see more consistency, and the Sox didn't get those kind of at bats that we want to see from them tonight.
But we almost see that almost every night.
Yeah.
Almost the same stuff. All of a sudden they wake up late in the game. Happened a couple times against closers. As a Chapman and the closer for the Oakland A's, they scored a few runs against them. And they put the game close. But, it was so many runs behind, they couldn't make it happen. But from the second, third inning all the way to the 7th, they'd be struggle big time at the plate.
All right, so the White Sox don't have a lot of power on this team. You know who else does not have a lot of power? The Brewers. And there have been times where the White Sox have scored 8 runs, 10 runs, 11 runs, and we feel so good about how they scored their runs. But on a night like tonight, it would have been nice to see the White Sox do what the Brewers did in the 6th inning, because what did the Brewers do? They scored 4 runs on 3 singles, a walk, a hit by pitch. These are not, some of these, this was a 1-2 count. This is a swinging bunt. They got a little lucky there, but this is how you can win baseball games, and the Brewers did this to perfection tonight.
I understand. I keep saying that. I will say that to the day I die. Hit the ball hard is overrated. At least you clear the fence.
Yeah.
Because, okay, I keep saying that, guys. It's like another broken record. Say, I'd rather call my family, call my wife, say, hey, honey, what's up? I got 444. Say what? Everyone was around between shortstop and third base.
Yeah.
They don't pass the outfield, but I got 4 hits. Then call my wife, say, oh, honey, I hit the ball hard 4 times, but I'm 0 for 4. That's overrated. Hit the ball hard is overrated, guy. At least the ball leave the ballpark.
Yeah, so that was a painful hit by pitch right there. But they just found ways to, look at these are little, doinks, and they got through, and they were able to score 4 runs in this inning with nothing really hard, just making contact and having good, solid at-bats.
Well, I think 𝗏𝗏 and 𝗏𝗏, they're going to hit some balls out of the ballpark.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, they got a lot of speed. You see they all by 3 runs, 5 runs, 3 runs in the 7th.
Oh, no, we're going to show this.
Oh, you're going to show? Please do. Because that's the game we're missing. That's the game the people have to play the game.
Yeah.
At least you are a powerhouse.
Okay, so in the top of the 8th inning, it's a 5-2 game, and they're trying to add on to their lead, and they decided, Murphy really harps on this. This is old school baseball they're going to play here. So a bunt to start the inning, and, a lefty facing a lefty, and you can bunt like this. That usually is a gold mine, and we don't see too many guys do that these days.
No, in baseball anymore because whatever the reason is. But I think that can make a lot of things happen. Look, if you get a hit by pitch, you got to be in first and second. That's the best thing about it right now. It's the way I look at the game. See, okay, manager try bunt. God, get him. I say, okay, you're not the bunt. They move the guy over. But they all by 3 runs.
Yeah.
They still add more runs.
Yeah. There are men in first and second. There's nobody out there trying to bunt.
Yes. And that's one thing about it. They come out very big. I thought they didn't score that many runs in that inning. But that's the way people have to play the game, guys. Baseball like the home run era.
Yeah, I mean,
It's over with.
It's over with. I mean, if you had 4 guys in your lineup that can hit home runs, you know, go ahead, try and hit home runs. But this team doesn't have it. The White Sox don't have that. So you can win games by playing this kind of baseball.
Yeah, but it's one thing. But I guarantee you, Milwaukee spring training
Yeah,
was doing that.
yeah.
Say, guys, we're going to practice this. Major League Baseball, most of, I don't know that many, I never been in the spring training.
Right.
They don't work on it. All of a sudden they come to play in the big league. They try to, especially when they have a extra inning, menos second base. Let's bunt.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you don't know how to bunt. Then why you put it bunt? There's so many things happen. Listen, myself is, it's not like an old school baseball. It's a way you have to be. You have to know what kind of ball club you have. You have to know what kind of players you have.
Yeah.
If they can have pop, or they cannot. What is the ability they have? And I think the managers, the Brewers, manage the way to the abilities of the ball club.
Yes.
And that's what he got success.
Yeah, the Brewers scored 2 runs. No ball was hit out of the infield. All right, Brooke Fletcher is with 𝗏𝗏 after this loss here to the Brewers.
Well, the Brewers countered with some lineup adjustments there, but what do you make of how your pitching staff responded and handled tonight?
Yeah, you know, good job on the front end there, and then you know, the walks got us and got away from us a little bit there. So yeah, just got to find a way to get some more outs.
A couple big swings in the first inning, and then the offense kind of stalled after that. What did you see from the lineup tonight?
Yeah, you know, really good job responding there in the first, and obviously a couple big swings by Benny and Louie, and then I think, you know, 1 hit after that inning. So yeah, just got to find a way to get base runners, get some hits.
Thanks, Will.
Thank you.
That was the story. 2 runs on 2 homers in the first, nothing after that, and 10 walks by this pitching staff. Great plate discipline tonight by the Brewers.
You don't see that much walks anymore. The White Sox pitchers, they're being around the strike zone all year long.
Yeah, but not tonight. All right, going to break here on White Sox Postgame Live. When we come back, more clubhouse reaction. Chris Getz talks about 𝗏𝗏 Could we see him here in the near future? Colson Montgomery sent to Arizona to work on his swing, his mechanics. We'll be hearing from Chris on that and a whole lot more. Stay close. It is Yuengling White Sox Postgame Live. We're back after.